Hey guys, Crazy Postman here. So it's been about a year since I did my last range test, and it's been 2 years since I bought this car now. I got it in the end of September 2019, and this is November 2021, so it's a little over 2 years, but we're gonna go out and do a range check on it and see how much the battery has degraded. Now you can see here I got Scan My Tesla running, so it says that my ideal range is down to 265 miles, and that's down from 310 when the car was new. So we're gonna go see how that is. And as y'all know, Tesla, the rated range is already overrated on highway miles, so I'm not gonna get 265 almost guaranteed, but we're gonna go out and do a 70-mile-an-hour range test, and it's a straight shot. As you can see, there's no wind today. Even if it does get windy, the road I'm choosing to take is a straight shot one direction and a straight shot the other direction, so any wind or elevation should be negligible because it'll be offset by going the other direction. And I'm going to keep it right at 70 miles per hour for the whole time, and we're going to see what a 2-year-old Tesla battery can do on a 70-mile-an-hour range check. So let's get out there and I will see you on the road. We finally finished charging. It said 30 minutes left for about the last 2 hours. And if you go up here, you see we have 100%, and that is 267 miles. What we're gonna do, we're gonna head out, and like the other YouTubers do, I will check in with you at 75, 50, 25, and when I'm headed back to the house. Right there, and just for video proof, there is zero wind going on right now, but we are expecting wind as the day goes on further in the afternoon, so that's why I'm trying to start this. I was gonna start it at 7, but my car took so long to charge that we're starting about 9. The way we're going to do this is we're going to go 70 miles an hour until the battery is low and I have to go back home. Now, one thing to think about here, I don't have any fast chargers near me, so I can't be as risque as some of the other YouTubers where they go down to 0%. We're going to get down the road and I will see y'all at 75%. We got it up to 70 miles per hour, and we are at 98%, just a little after 9 o'clock. So here we go. Okay, I've taken a screenshot on the Scan My Tesla app. You can see we're down to 300. Hey guys, future me in the studio here. Well, those screenshots were corrupted of Scan My Tesla, so every time I refer to them, you're just gonna have to know that I did have screenshots, but they magically turned to cyber dust and disappeared. Thankfully, on some of my later updates, I recorded the screen on my phone. That's not very high quality, but I don't have the screenshots anymore. Sorry, guys. 77 volts. We're at 75% state of charge, and we have around 50 kilowatt hours, 49.9 kilowatt hours remaining. 201 rated miles remaining. So I don't think we're gonna get 200 more miles from now. We will see. We're up to 55.5 miles and we're at 75%. Let's get on down the road for another 25% and I will see you at 50%. So we have an update here. We're at 64%. It's not quite time for an update, but I don't know what has happened to the, okay, there it goes. It all just came back. It's like take over immediately, but, okay, I'm speeding. Whoops. Back to 70. Back on autopilot. Okay, everything's fine. Guys, that alarm just went off for like a minute or two. It was going forever. And I didn't have any, there wasn't nothing to, it said take over immediately, but I'd already taken over. You know, I pushed up on the stalk to make sure autopilot or cruise control wasn't on. I wiggled the wheel. Man, that was crazy, guys. I know we're not to 50% yet, but I had to bring that to you. There was some black lines on the road right before the alarm went off, and I'll show you that here in case the time-lapse camera caught it. But yeah, that was crazy, and it wouldn't stop beeping no matter what I did. I did take over immediately when that alarm went off, but the alarm just kept going. But anyway, we're back on track here, back on autopilot, and I will see y'all in 13%. We're coming up on the spot where the car went crazy on the last loop. Okay, here it comes up here. You'll notice there's a green sign, and then right before the intersection there's a lot of black lines on the road. So here it goes. Let's see what happens this time. Right here. It does it again. And if you saw on the screen, it saw a person in the road. So that's what it is. Those black lines on the road, it goes into full emergency braking because it thinks there's a person in the road. Holy hell. So we figured that one out. Let's go ahead and do the 25% check-in now that we've figured out why the car slams on the brake in that one particular spot. So you can see here on the screen we got 338 volts left in the battery. We're still running about 20,000 watts to keep 70. State of charge 24.9%. We have 66 miles remaining. Now if you look up here, we've been 163 miles and used 47 kilowatt hours at 286 watt hours per mile. In my last, let me spin you around here. You can look at my beautiful face. In my last range test we did, it was about 5 or 6 months ago. I'm about 20 to 30 miles short of that range test. So I've had that much degradation in the last 6 months. Now, you could see at the beginning my car said my optimum range was like 260 something miles. And 6 months ago I did this test and I had 280 something miles. So obviously my cars went downhill in the last 6 months pretty steeply. But we're going to keep on going down the road here, and we'll see how far we end up here. So you can see we are at 24% right now, and I'm going to continue going down the road, and I will check in with y'all in my driveway. See you there. Just a quick check-in here. My range is going down a little bit quicker than I expected. So I had a 10-mile buffer when I took the U-turn. And now, now I got, so you see I got 21 miles range and 14 miles to go. So my buffer is slowly disappearing. So we'll see what happens. I should make it with, as of right now, I should make it with 7 miles to spare, or 8. So we'll continue on down the road and see how it is when we get there. So thanks for coming along with me and doing this range check and degradation check after 2 years of driving this 2019 Tesla Model 3 long range. We got 29,200 miles on it, and yeah, it's degraded probably 10 to 12%. I don't know. I'll do the math. Last time I checked it, it was at 286 miles. And that was 6% degradation. So now at 260 something miles rated range, it's probably 10 or 12%, because we just got 213 miles going 70 miles per hour. So that's not that great, but it's kind of to be expected with lithium batteries in an electric car. That's what happens. Over their years of service, they kind of degrade. So new battery technologies are going to be coming out where they keep a lot more of their battery capacity over longer amounts of time. So now, just for grins, we're going to go see. Now, like I said earlier, I don't have any fast charger stations available. So just for grins, we're going to see how long it takes to charge my car back to 100% using my 40 amp level 2 Tesla wall connector. So let's go give this bad boy a plug in. It's 2:24 in the afternoon now. By the time I get back there and plug it in, it'll probably be 2:25. So let's go ahead and give her plugged in here. You have to do the obligatory tap here. All right, so I will get back to you in about 10 hours probably. Let's go check out and see how long it says here. 8 hours. Yeah, it's a bit optimistic. I'll probably see y'all in about 10 hours, and through the power of editing, I'll let you know how that went. So see y'all in a little bit. Well guys, I got this video edited already, and I'm still waiting for my car to finish charging. So you can see it still has an hour and 25 minutes left, and it's estimating 8 o'clock tonight. So while I'm waiting on that, and here at the end of the video, I've already edited it, let's go over my drive today. So you can see I went from home to home, and it took 3 hours and 13 minutes to use 99% of the battery. So that leaves us driving 213 miles. I don't know if is that what we said in the video? Let's go back over here and check. 213, there we go. Yes, that is what we said in the video. So we went 213 miles and used 67.16 kilowatt hours. So that leaves us getting 106 miles per gallon MPGe. I don't know why they use that standard, but that's what we got. So you can see my cost is about $7.25. And that's roughly 10 or 11 cents per kilo. I don't remember what I put into this Teslafy. I think it's a little high compared to what my actual electric rates are. So my actual cost was probably a little bit less than this. So you can see down here, moving on down the chart. So you can see on this chart here, the first one here is my battery level, and that's going down over time till the end. We can add the kilowatts in there, and you can see I roughly stayed right around 20 kW with a few spikes in here for doing, I don't know, might have been when I got a phantom brake and there was somebody right behind me and I stepped on it real hard. Yeah, that might be that, but not sure why I had that spike there. You can see the speeds. Let's throw the speed in there with everything. Then you can see where I did the U-turns. And the temperatures, that doesn't really matter. It was between 50 and 70 degrees. And you can see down here on the map, I just went back and forth between Cache and Lawton on that road. And this third time I didn't quite get, I got a little bit past Snyder and I had to turn around and go back to Altus. And I'm glad I turned around when I did, because you saw I ended up with like 1%. Battery level 1. And then down here, you can see I did drive in a loop. I gained 1,600 feet and I lost 1,600 feet for a total difference of 0 feet. That's why you do these tests in loop fashions. So if you gain altitude, you also lose altitude, and it ends up evening out. And then I don't think you need to see the rest of these. This is just all the numbers. So I will be back with y'all when my car finally finishes charging, maybe around 8:01 p.m. You can see the time here. I bet it's later than 8:01 p.m. So here we are at 8:01 p.m. and oh, looky there, my car is still charging. And now it says 8:31 p.m. But you can see it is really backing off the amperage now. So it's just doing that top buffer now. So it says we're at 100%, but it's going to sit there for quite some time, just trying to figure out where that top is, kind of recalibrating that BMS. So I don't think this video is going to get uploaded tonight because, like I said, it's 8:02. And Starlink internet is not so fast on upload. Let's see here. See how fast we're going to be able to upload this tonight. All right. Not so bad. 140 down. Now let's check the upload. Yeah, it's kind of clogging up tonight. This is a little slower than what I normally get, but hey, it's 8:02 p.m. and everybody's got the Netflix fired up, and I am right in the middle of a city, so my cell could be kind of busy. That was ADHD right there. Let me get over here and we will look at the battery report on my car. You can see mine in blue and the fleet in green. So it looks like I'm doing significantly worse than the fleet. You know, I was staying strong, and then it just starts dropping. Yeah, I'm the blue here. So there you go. My total full charged range is around 267. My average and the fleet average, and I have a 20-mile difference. The dog's scratching its face. You wanna say something to the group? No? Okay. Oh. He's scratching again. Are you gonna be quiet? Nope, he's scratching again. Do you want me to scratch that for you? This is the fleet right here. So you got your current range and the fleet range. So I'm 20 miles short of the average fleet range right now for the mileage on my car. If you look at these down here, this is my own ranges. Since I got my car new, I have lost 42.5 miles. That's a 13.57% degradation. So you can decide what degradation number you want to take out of this. I either have a 14% degradation or a 13% degradation, or you could just round that up and say, I have a 14% degradation. Here's the number of times that I've charged to a certain percent. You can see here that I normally charge to 90%. and I have not charged my car 3,500 times. It starts and stops multiple times in a night, just keeping it topped off. So there you have it. There is my estimated range totals in blue and the fleet average in green here. So you can see that I was holding strong up until about 7,000 miles, and then I just kind of fell off a cliff compared to the fleet. And then I fell off another cliff over here about 22,000 miles. And here I am way down there at the bottom now with 267 miles, and that's a 14% degradation on the battery from full. I promise this is the last update. My car just completed charging just a little bit ago. So you can see I plugged it in at 12:25 and it finished at 8:22. So it took 7 hours and 56 minutes to put in 65.87 kilowatt hours. I think that's the difference in the efficiency, maybe? Maybe I put in 69 kilowatt hours, but because of the efficiency, I only added 65. I think that's what that's saying there. You can correct me if I'm wrong. That is the end of today's video. It took 7 hours, 56 minutes, and around $7 to fill my car up from empty to full with electrons. So thanks for watching this video. I know it's gotten way too long and there's probably like 3 of y'all still watching, but thanks for watching this one, and I will see y'all in the next one.